It strikes me as amazing that we have reached a point in time where we even talk about the need to be sustainable. Because throughout history, everybody's always been sustainable. I spend a lot of time with indigenous people in places like the Amazon. They don't do anything that isn't sustainable. You just don't do it. If it isn't sustainable, it's not even possible or conceivable that you would do it. And so now here we are at a time where we've come through several hundred years of history doing non-sustainable things. And we're all sitting around now, big corporations that are getting together for conferences on sustainability. Should we become sustainable? Can we become sustainable? Well, the obvious answer is if we don't become sustainable, by definition, we're not here any longer at some point. So we really must take into account the totality. This isn't just a human experience on this planet. This is a total experience. And we know we can't survive without plants and animals. We know we can't survive without the earth. We know we can't survive without the four elements, you know. And so when are we going to really start taking that into account and saying, that's what it is to be successful. Success depends on how well we relate to everything around us, not just other human beings, but all the things around us. That is success, and then we ought to really be honoring the people that take that into account. These ought to be our Fortune 500 people and the people who win all the awards and get on the covers of all the magazines, those who lead us in a direction towards sustainability. And in that same context, we can't take out the socially just aspect of it. You know, again, it goes together. We can't treat other human beings in unjust ways and expect to continue and expect to be sustainable. That doesn't last for very long. Under the old systems, where you had small pockets of population, and sometimes they went to war with each other, and that goes up to the time of World War II. You could still say that's part of the old system. Then perhaps. But today, we're so interlocked. We are all living so closely together that we all have to take care of each other. Just like in a small community, in a tribe or in a small town in New England where you have town meetings, everybody knows that you got to take care of the whole community or you're going to have serious problems. And now we have to see that the whole world is the community. And we must all take care of each other that way. And it's not just a community of human beings. It's a community of plants and animals and elements. And we really need to understand that. That's what's going to bring us joy, too, and pleasure. That's what's missing in our lives right now. We can call it spirituality. We can go back to the roots of religion. We can go wherever we want with this. But the fact of the matter is, joy comes from that bliss of connectedness. In indigenous cultures, you often hear words that we interpret as bliss, as ecstasy. But what do they really mean? They mean the feeling of connection, the feeling of connection with everything. And another way to look at it is to say that's our connection with the divine. That's our God spirit. That's that side of ourselves that really feels it. You can feel it deep inside you. It's this amazing, wonderful feeling. And you know it when you get it. You don't get it from money. You get it from connection.